Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube. I'm Gage Ravellette. On the call tonight, as the Gayville-Volin Raiders will look to extend their postseason play against the number 3 ranked Freeman Flyers. This is round 1 of the Region 4B tournament, with the winner advancing on to the semifinals, or technically the finals, as the winner of that game will move on to the SODAC 16. But first, you have to make it through the first round here in Region 4B. And as I mentioned, Raiders kind of have an uphill battle tonight against the Freeman Flyers. They're ranked number 3 in the media polls, and they come in this game with a record of 18-2. Raiders, on the other hand, have a record of 9-11 after a 1-point loss to Beersford last week. Coming off a loss against Beerford, as I mentioned, by 57-56. The Raiders have split their 2 games before that with a win against Corsica Stickney, 54-41, and then a loss against the Flyers at home, 63-46. The Flyers, on the other hand, are on a 16-game winning streak, the largest in Class B, with wins over Gayville-Volin, Ethan, and Wall in their last 3. We're going to step aside for the national anthem. We'll be back with starting lineups and more. Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Freeman Lumber is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast and wants you to know that they are very proud of their staff who will assist you with friendly and courteous service. Stop by Freeman Lumber at 104 Main in Freeman and let them help you with your building needs, whether it is fencing, windows, siding, roofs, and remodels, or new builds, or just your everyday lumber needs. Stop in and deal with someone you know and can trust. That's the folks at Freeman Lumber Co. in Freeman, South Dakota.
Want your party to be a hoot? And have it at Hoots Bar in Freeman, where they are always looking for a great group to party with. The staff at Hoots says stop in and try the selection of beers on tap, or use the easy drive-up window for off sale. But the Hoots team would rather see you join them inside. Hoots Bar in Freeman offers darts, lottery, and golf. You can also relax with your cocktail in the outdoor beer garden. Hungry? Order up a delicious Hoots Bar pizza. Fun, friendly, helpful staff is waiting for you at Hoots Bar in Freeman. See you at Hoots. Rural Manufacturing Company of Freeman, South Dakota has a large inventory of steel for buildings and fabrication needs. They stock square and rectangular tube, pipe, angles, channels, and rounds. Rural Manufacturing also stocks shapes in stainless steel. Their sheet metal stock consists of hot-rolled steel, stainless steel, and galvanized steel. Concrete rebar is also in stock in sizes 3/8 to 3/4 in 20-foot lengths. Call Rural Manufacturing in Freeman for pricing or info on fabrication services available.
1, 2, 3.
We reach across distances so vast. Sometimes they seem impossible, but they're not. And every day we get up and do it all over again. Because we all know that nothing matters more than coming together. Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most. To learn more, visit goldenwest.com/whenever.
At Merchant State Bank Freeman, Hurley, Viborg, and Irene, they offer big bank products with small town service to meet your financial needs and promote economic stability and growth within the communities they call home. Visit them at msb-sd.com to learn more about the services they offer. Merchant State Bank is always proud to sponsor the academic and athletic activities in the communities they serve. Good luck tonight to both the Irene-Maconda Eagles and the Viborg Hurley Cougars as they kick off their football season. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Back from the break and ready to go as the Raiders will take on the Flyers in the first round of the Region 4B tournament. Now on to the starting lineups, starting with the visiting Raiders. A little different lineup than we're normally used to seeing. Carter Barron back in the starting lineup, but Nate Selcher will take a seat on the bench to start this one. Starting for the Raiders will be a 5'11 senior guard, number 0, Carter Barron. A 6'1 senior wing, number 2, Will Fairley. A 5'9 senior guard, number 5, Wyatt Melhoff. A 5'10 senior wing, number 10, Hunter Webben. And lastly, a 6'3 senior center, number 30, Preston Parsons. They're coached by head coach Justin Parsons. As I mentioned, not a usual starting lineup for this Raiders team as they try to match the athletic ability of the Flyers. Now onto the starting lineups of the Flyers. Their usual starting five, a very well-oiled starting five, is a 6-foot sophomore guard, number 11, Taden Kerrigan, a 6'1 sophomore guard, number 20, Luke Miller, a 5'11 senior guard, number 22, Luke Peters, a 6'5 sophomore guard, number 35, David Walter, and lastly, a 6'2 senior forward, number 42, Tate Sorensen. David Walter is kind of the guy that does it all for this team, their star player. He's only a sophomore, and he's well over 1,000 points on the season. Look for him to make an impact in tonight's game, as the Raiders will need to contain him. They want to pull off the upset here tonight. Jumping for each team will be number 2, Will Fairley, and number 35, David Walter. As we get ready to begin. Both teams try to push it forward. It's won by the Raiders. Mel Hoff drives inside, kick out. Hunter Webbin is good. Hunter Webbin will strike first for the Raiders, and it's 3-0. Shot no good from the Flyers to begin, as that one goes out of bounds. Raiders will get it back. The 3-0 lead, inbounded to Webbin. Hunter Webbin, 5 threes in their last meeting as the end of the game with 15 points. Another missed shot for the Flyers. That's Taden Kerrigan, who couldn't get it to fall. Now the first foul call of the game on number 42, Tate Sorensen. He'll pick up the first, team's first as well. Raiders looking for a second chance. Bellhop brings it across the timeline. Now a little floater, just a little too strong. Off the back iron, out of bounds. Will go back to the Flyers. Waltner had a chance to pick it up. Will just decide to let it go out. Give his team a little reset. Kerrigan, point guard for this Flyers team. Not really a true positional team. On 4 guards with Sorensen down low. Shot from Sorensen is good. Flyers cut it to 1. Their first basket of the game will be the senior forward. Back on the offensive side for the Raiders. Fairly kicked out Webbin. Couldn't get the pass under control. Raiders keep it. No. Fairly out of bounds. So a beautiful first possession from the Raiders. Now falls. Back-to-back scoreless drives. Worked out for him so far. Able to contain Freeman. As I say that, Fairley gets a nice block. And a turnover for the Flyers. Third foul call. This time, Luke Peters. Now for his first, the team's third. Webbin gets inbound, feeds it down low. Carson's bounce pass, Meloff inside. Raiders coming out of the gate hot. Walter near side, I believe that's his first touch of the game. Man, that normally starts strong. Hasn't had any looks. Freeman will cut it back down to 1. As I missed the basket. Substitution for the Raiders. I didn't see earlier. Carsons works it inside. His first basket of the game. Carter Barron take his first break of the game as Selshert checks back on. Raiders are back into their bigger lineup. 2 centers on the court. Peters drops a 3. Tie things up at 7. 4.5 to play here in the first quarter. Raiders have it on the near side. It's Selshert. Now Carsons. Raiders haven't found any open looks. 10 seconds on the shot clock. We're going to have to figure something out. And Carson's deep 3 off the front of the rim. No good. Raiders were forced to keep it outside of the arc on that possession. Another miss from Sorensen. He gets his own rebound up and in. Melhoff in the point guard. Wants more. They keep it down low as Fairley. He'll draw contact and head to the line for 2. First shooting foul of the game. The 4th on Freeman will go on Luke Peters. He picks up his 2nd. First free throw is good. Will Fairley. Now, big substitution change for each team. As Barron checks back on, as well as Nate Larson, the 5'11 sophomore for the Raiders. Bunch of changes for the Flyers as Taylor Goodwin, Tannen Ock, and Oliver Waltner will be the 3 new Flyers on the court. Second free throw no good for Fairley. The Raiders will stay down 1. Walter on the far side drives baseline, shot up, no good. His own rebound, no one's there to stop him on the second chance. Now the first timeout of the game. It's a 30. We'll step aside as well and be back in a moment on the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Hey, high school seniors, how would you like a full ride scholarship to one of the 4 technical schools in South Dakota? With Yankton Thrive's Build Your Career program, we partner high school seniors with local companies. Seniors choose a school and the course of study that matches your company. The partner company pays half a scholarship, and the other half is paid by the Build Dakota Scholarship Program. This program is open to seniors in South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. For more on Yankton Thrive's Build Your Career, go to yanktonsd.com.
Back from the break, the Flyers lead 11-8. 3.5 minutes left on the clock here in the first quarter. Raiders do have possession, as Barron didn't play last time against the Flyers. Plucked there from Walter in the lane. Oh, foul! Walter through the contact, gets it to fall anyway. Barely making probably the right move there. Doing as much as he can for Walter to miss a shot. Just not enough as Walter was able to punch it through. And 1 attempt. No good. Offensive rebound from Kerrigan. So potentially a 4-point play for the Flyers. As Waltner kicks it back to Walter. Lane is clogged for Kerrigan. Another missed shot. Freeman starting the game out pretty cold, as they do manage to lead by 6. Fairly inside. Beautiful cut to the basket for Will Fairley. Kerrigan will look to drive in. Lost his dribble. Floater up and good. Back-to-back misses for Kerrigan's. Finally able to see one fall, as Justin Carsons will take another timeout. He uses his second. We'll just keep it here, as it's only a 30-second timeout. Flyers lead by 5, 15-10 in the closing minutes of the first quarter. Lone 3 of the game, only 2 threes in the game. Hunter Webben with 1, and Luke Peters with 1. Hunter Webben made the 3 to start the game, as he made 5 of them against Freeman last time, back in his home gym. Raiders are going to need that type of production from him tonight. As Webben had 15 off the bench. Inbound to Melhoff. That was open lane, and Selchert was there right away off the pass. The Raiders can't connect. Flyers now, causing the turnover. Have a chance to extend the lead. Three ball, Sorensen missed right. Offensive rebound inside. Shot won't go, but Luke Miller will head to the line. Foul called on number 5, Wyatt Melhoff. His first of the game, the team's second. Minute and a half to play here in the first quarter. Luke Miller was scoreless in their last matchup. Only starter, not in double figures. Stinks is second, so he splits the pair at the charity stripe, as they now lead by 6. Gus is on the far side, guarded by Sorensen. Now Barron in the lane. Only a spot you'd like to be. Barron with an open lane. Can't get an open look that time. Garson step back 3, too strong. Shot clock was winding down. The Raiders come up empty-handed once more. Sorensen kicks it out to Ock. Another offensive rebound for Freeman. Another chance. Milk the clock. Another 30 seconds. Floater no good. There was whistles blown. As we wait the call, it's going to be on Barron. As he picks up his second. They'll be replaced by Jeremiah Gustad. Nate Larson back on the court. As well as, I believe, Wyatt Melhoff. Another missed opportunity for the Flyers. Can't get another shot to go. Raiders looking to cut into the 6-point lead. 18 seconds on the clock. Shot clock off. And turnover. Gustad tried to feed it to Melhoff inside. They couldn't connect. A bad pass out of bounds. We'll stay with the Flyers. Melhoff kind of had the ball met into his chest. Wasn't really expecting it. Couldn't make the grab as it goes out of bounds. Inbounded to Kerrigan. Step back three. No good. And another last-ditch heave. Won't fall either. Flyers lead 16-10. Or step aside for a quick break. Be back for the start of the second quarter in a moment. The Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Rewarding you for doing everyday things, like buying gas, shopping, and dining local. Does your bank do that? If you're a Core Trust customer, your bank does that. When you open a premium or preferred checking account and meet requirements, you get access to Core Trust perks powered by Bazing, an exclusive network offering 300,000 plus deals and discounts on dining, shopping, travel, fuel, and more. Visit us online, in person, or by phone. Terms and conditions apply. Member FDIC.
The Freeman Shopping Center and Ace Hardware are your one-stop shop in Freeman, South Dakota, where you can literally shop for soup to nuts and everything in between. Freeman Shopping Center is your full-service grocery store with an Ace Hardware as well as the Heritage Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, over-the-counter health needs, and routine immunizations. Need it delivered? Delivery service is available. Freeman Shopping Center and Ace Hardware, along with Heritage Pharmacy, are proud sponsors of this sports broadcast. Best of luck to all area teams.
Back from the break. Ready to go for the second quarter. The Flyers lead 16-10. 8 minutes back on the clock. Flyers will start this quarter out with the ball. Feed it to Walter down low, guarded by Garsons. And Walter just works his way around him. Shot won't fall. Garsons gets called for the first foul of the second quarter. Not pleased with the call. But who is? First free throw no good for David Walter. Had 19 their last matchup against the Raiders. 11 of those points coming in the second half. Walter splits the pair at the charity stripe. The lead's now up to 7. Barely trapped along the baseline. Is able to work it out where he falls out of bounds. Back to Fairley. Shot too strong. Fades away from the hoop. Raiders find themselves on a little drought. That shot, Walter along the baseline. No good. The win. Last touch by the Raiders. Now a substitution for the Flyers. Luke Peters tracks back into the game. Oliver Waltner. Take a break on the bench. Long inbound to Walter. Threes haven't really been flowing, as Walter can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Fairley. Back gym tonight here in Freeman. Yeah, how much the crowd plays into this one as we get down the stretch. Carson's with the made basket, ends a little drought. David Walter answers with a quick one off a back cut. 30-second timeout by the Raiders. We'll step aside and take as well. We'll be back in a moment.
rewarding you for doing everyday things, like buying gas, shopping, and dining local. Does your bank do that? If you're a Core Trust customer, your bank does that. When you open a premium or preferred checking account and meet requirements, you get access to Core Trust perks powered by Bazing, an exclusive network offering 300,000 plus deals and discounts on dining, shopping, travel, fuel, and more. Visit us online, in person, or by phone. Terms and conditions apply. Member FDIC.
Back from the break, Flyers lead 19-12 here in the second quarter. Raiders have it after the quick basket from Walter. Now bounce pass to Carsons to get it in. Carsons inside Selcher. There was a push there and a late call, so Carsons will head to the line. No. I thought it was going to be a late push. Then it'll go on the Raiders. Now substitution, Hunter Webben will check out. Carter Barron back on. Flyers get it back. 19-14. They lead. Kerrigan on the far side, guarded by Selcher. Walter inside. Barron lost the charge. Kind of a 50-50 call there. I didn't know which way it was going to land. The ref will side with Barron. Dave Walter picks up his first, the team's first here in the second. As Nate Larson back in the game. Will Fairley check out. Malhoff gets the inbound. As that pass is picked by Walter. Makes up for his mistake. Now Kerrigan inside. Made it look easy. His second basket. Carson's in the lane. Posted up. Carsons works his way around the defense to knock down the 2 points for the Flyers. Simply for the Raiders, as I say that, the Flyers come away with a travel. Now a substitution, it looks like. A little confusion there. Nate Larson will stay on or check on. Preston Carsons. I'll take a break. A lot deeper of a rotation the Raiders normally play with. Or a lot more substitutions, I should say. That first shot from Fairley, no good. Rebounded by Barron and through the hands of Fairley once more. As the Raiders aren't able to capitalize off the offensive rebound. Under 5 minutes to play before half. That pass, Luke Peters stolen. Barron along baseline, what a shot! As Carter Barron nails his first basket here late in the second. Now an out of bounds call on David Walter. Tough decision to make. It almost seemed like nobody had real possession of the ball there. Now I believe that's going to be a timeout. Going to be a 30-second timeout taken by Lance Friesen of the Flyers. We're just going to keep it here as it's only a 30. Flyers lead 21-18. David Walter with 7 points here in the first half. A lot more spread out scoring for the Raiders. as all 5 starters have scored. Hunter Webben with that lone 3 to start the game. Larson leads the team with 4 points. Back into the action. The Raiders have the ball along the baseline after the out of bounds on David Walter. Inbounded to Barron. Now wide open in the lane is Fairley. He's now up to 5 points. It's a 1-point game. Kerrigan shot no good. Fairley comes away with it. Raiders lost by 17 a couple of weeks ago. Now have it within 1. Under halfway to play. No substitution from the Raiders as Nate Selcher and Preston Carson's check back on. Just added Larson back to the bench. Inbounded to Fairley, hands it right back to Barron. Now lost ball as Selcher tips it right back to Barron. 5 seconds on the shot clock. One more. Will Fairley. Another one goes as he's had back cut after back cut. 4 baskets. Raiders now lead. They haven't led since the beginning of the first. David Walter answers back with a 3. Flyers now up to 2. Hunter Webb made 1 3 earlier and nabs a second one. Walter makes a 3 and Webben says he can do one better. Fade away from the far corner. Long baseline shot up and good. As Luke Peters now up to 5 points, looking for 6. Triple substitution for the Flyers. Number 42, Tate Sorensen will check back in the game alongside number 34, Tannen Ock. Goodwin will replace Luke Peters after the shot, if it were to fall. For the Raiders, Wyatt Melhoff is one of the 2 on alongside Larson as they replace Carsons and Barron. Free throw good for Luke Peters as he'll head to the bench for Goodwin. 2-point game, Flyers on top. Raiders fighting back though. They're down by 7 at one point here in the second. Now a foul call. I think it's going to be Waltner. Who's dig? Yes, it is. Oliver Waltner dinged with his first. Team second. Both teams haven't had too many foul problems in the first half. A couple of guys with 2. No foul trouble so far. Larson on the far side. Didn't really have anywhere to go with it. Nate Larson, a sophomore. one of the youngest guys on this Raiders team, and fairly blocked from behind. Almost an offensive rebound by Larson. Just couldn't come away with it. Now the final minute and a half before half. The Flyers lead by 2. Kerrigan just the far side is Sorensen. Ball's worked around the horn. Ten seconds on the shot clock. Kerrigan inside will walk with it between his knees. As Kerrigan tries to plead, he didn't have the ball. Technically he didn't with his hands, but it was wrapped around his knees when he took the steps. Raiders will get it back. Kerrigan makes a save behind the back pass. Will work out as Walter picks up the loose ball. Kerrigan knocks down the basket. Gravel won't be a worry for the Flyers team. They walk away with points anyway. Now under a minute to play. Three ball pressing. Carson's too strong. Beloff couldn't quite get the rebound. Now shot clock is off. 20 seconds here before the half. Kerrigan on the far side. Now 10. Walter. Started by Fairley. Three ball. Sorensen. Miss right. The Raiders might not even get a shot here. And they don't. That's the half. 29-25, the Flyers lead. We'll step aside for a quick break. Be back to wrap things up in a moment on the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
CHS Farmers Agronomy is a leading ag company based in Freeman and Parkston that offers a wide range of agronomy services, including crop protection, crop nutrients, and seed products. Energy solutions provided are propane, refined fuels, and lubricants, as well as animal nutrition and equipment services. CHS Farmers Alliance Agronomy offers comprehensive solutions for farmers, including cash bids, future trading, and grain contracts. Download the MyCHS app to stay up to date on important info. CHS Farmers Allegiance Agronomy in Freeman and Parkston is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Rewarding you for doing everyday things, like buying gas, shopping, and dining local. Does your bank do that? If you're a Core Trust customer, your bank does that. When you open a premium or preferred checking account and meet requirements, you get access to Core Trust perks powered by Bazing, an exclusive network offering 300,000 plus deals and discounts on dining, shopping, travel, fuel, and more. Visit us online, in person, or by phone. Terms and conditions apply. Member FDIC.
The Freeman Shopping Center and Ace Hardware are your one-stop shop in Freeman, South Dakota, where you can literally shop for soup to nuts and everything in between. Freeman Shopping Center is your full-service grocery store with an Ace Hardware as well as the Heritage Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, over-the-counter health needs, and routine immunizations. Need it delivered? Delivery service is available. Freeman Shopping Center and Ace Hardware, along with Heritage Pharmacy, are proud sponsors of this sports broadcast. Best of luck to all area teams. When it comes to sports teams and players, they can do more when they have the best equipment. This also applies to manufacturing and agriculture. For 75 years, Vermeer Manufacturing has been equipping the world to do more. Vermeer is growing and is looking to fill positions in production. If you're looking, Vermeer is hiring and offering a great starting wage, great benefits, and a great workplace. Start your career with Vermeer, a proud sponsor of the Freeman students.
Freeman Lumber is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast and wants you to know that they are very proud of their staff who will assist you with friendly and courteous service. Stop by Freeman Lumber at 104 Main in Freeman and let them help you with your building needs, whether it is fencing, windows, siding, roofs, and remodels, or new builds, or just your everyday lumber needs. Stop in and deal with someone you know and can trust. That's the folks at Freeman Lumber Co. in Freeman, South Dakota.
Want your party to be a hoot? Then have it at Hoots Bar in Freeman, where they are always looking for a great group to party with. The staff at Hoots says stop in and try the selection of beers on tap or use the easy drive-up window for off sale. But the Hoots team would rather see you join them inside. Hoots Bar in Freeman offers darts, lottery, and golf. You can also relax with your cocktail in the outdoor beer garden. Hungry? Order up a delicious Hoots Bar Pizza. Fun, friendly, helpful staff is waiting for you at Hoots Bar in Freeman. See you at Hoots. Rural Manufacturing Company of Freeman, South Dakota has a large inventory of steel for buildings and fabrication needs. They stock square and rectangular tube, pipe, angles, channels, and rounds. Rural Manufacturing also stocks shapes in stainless steel. Their sheet metal stock consists of hot-rolled steel, stainless steel, and galvanized steel. Concrete rebar is also in stock in sizes 3/8 to 3/4 in 20-foot lengths. Call Rural Manufacturing in Freeman for pricing or info on fabrication services available.
Hey, high school seniors, how would you like a full ride scholarship to one of the 4 technical schools in South Dakota? With Yankton Thrive's Build Your Career program, we partner high school seniors with local companies. Seniors choose a school and the course of study that matches your company. The partner company pays half a scholarship, and the other half is paid by the Build Dakota Scholarship Program. This program is open to seniors in South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. For more on Yankton Thrive's Build Your Career, go to yanktonsd.com.
When you need top-notch appliances that last, trust the experts at Murph's Appliance. From washers and dryers to refrigerators, they have all the trusted brands to keep your home running smoothly. At Murph's, you'll find Maytag appliances built for durability and service you can count on. Whether it's a new oven or a repair, they're there for you every step of the way. Stop on down to Murph's Appliance, your local Maytag dealer in Vermillion. Maytag and Murph's, reliable just like you.
Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue, wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
1, 2, 3.
We reach across distances so vast. Sometimes they seem impossible, but they're not. And every day we get up and do it all over again. Because we all know that nothing matters more than coming together. Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most. To learn more, visit goldenwest.com/whenever.
At Merchant State Bank, Freeman, Hurley, Viborg, and Irene, they offer big bank products with small town service to meet your financial needs and promote economic stability and growth within the communities they call home. Visit them at msb-sd.com to learn more about the services they offer. Merchant State Bank is always proud to sponsor the academic and athletic activities in the communities they serve. Good luck tonight to both the Irene-Maconda Eagles and the Viborg Hurley Cougars as they kick off their football season. Member FDIC and
Back from halftime break, the Flyers lead 29-25. A little extended halftime break. As I had to run to the bathroom real quick, but we should be back and ready to go all the way up until the third quarter. 3.5 minutes to play. Hopefully I can get through everything in time. We'll start with the box score stats with the Raiders. Will Fairley leading the team with 7 points, as all 5 starters have gotten the board. Alongside Fairley is Hunter Webben with 2 threes, totaling 6. Preston Carson's with 4 points, 2 baskets of his own. Ryan Melhoff and Carter Barron, a lone 2 each. Not really any foul trouble for the Raiders, as Barron has 2 himself. But other than that, Melhoff with a lone foul, as well as Carson's. Now in the box score of the Flyers, David Walter leads his team with 10 points, including a lone 3. Take the lead back after the Raiders, down 7, stormed all the way back into the lead. And Walter replied with a 3 of his own. Alongside Walter is Luke Peters with 6, Tate Sorensen with 6, And Caden Kerrigan with 6. Luke Miller with the lone free throw as he split his pair of the charity stripe. No bench players for either team have gotten onto the stat sheet yet. And similar to the Raiders, the Flyers haven't really dealt with any foul problems. Luke Peters with 2. Other than that, Walter Sorensen and Waltner with 1 apiece. Been a good game so far. It was a 17-point difference last time these two teams met, and an 11-point difference at half. So this one's a lot closer, only being 4. Should be good to go here in about a minute and a half as both teams back on the court, warming up once more. Start the game, Hunter Webb, and I've said this already a few times, knocked down the first shot with an opening 3 as the Raiders started hot. It wasn't until Tate Sorensen was able to work his way inside, used the backboard as it kissed off the glass. The Flyers made their first basket. The Raiders were then not able to hold on to the lead until late in the second quarter, up by 1 after a big shot from Will Fairley off a back cut. Since then, David Walter took control with a 3 of his own, and Caden Kerrigan finished the job with a couple baskets himself as well for a 4-point lead at the half. Well, we got about 30 seconds to play. We're going to step aside as well and be back for the final break for the start of the third quarter.
1, 2, 3.
We reach across distances so vast. Sometimes they seem impossible, but they're not. And every day we get up and do it all over again. Because we all know that nothing matters more than coming together. Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most. To learn more, visit goldenwest.com/whenever.
Now ready for the start of the second half. The Flyers lead 29-25 as the Raiders have a pretty good game plan coming into this one compared to last. They've held the lead a few times. Been in control for much of that first quarter. Just haven't been able to pull it off late in the second. Raiders will begin the second half with the ball. As it's inbounded to Melhoff, now Fairley on the near wing. Melhoff for 3, corner, got it! Wyatt Melhoff, 2 points in the first half. Strikes first with a 3. As the Raiders will open the second half, much like they did in the first. Walter inside, shot too strong. And Will Fairley walks away with the rebound. One-point game. And a turnover from the Raiders. Flyers looking to push a little bit of the pace. Sorensen inside, over top of Melhoff. Won't go. Luke Miller, fortunately, was able to knock it back for his team. They'll get another chance. Kerrigan along the baseline, shot up, no good. Gets his own rebound, and the put-in. Whistles blow. We'll stay with the Raiders. Now a substitution for the Flyers. Taylor Goodwin checks into the game. Luke Peters take the first break for the Flyers. That one's inbounded to Webben. Almost a backcourt violation. Now stolen by Kerrigan. Not a clean transition play, but works out regardless. Tate Sorensen gets his first basket here in the second half. Fairly inside. And not fairly, excuse me, Wyatt Melhoff. All 5 points for the Raiders so far. And then one opportunity, Luke Miller. Light foul from Carsons. He picks up his third. Team's first. Carsons just trying to make a good contest. Fortunately was able to catch Miller's elbow off the shot. Nothing to affect it, but made contact by rule. That's a 3-point play. Fairly inside, no call as Goodwin walks away with the rebound. Flyers now up by 6, looking to make it 8. Walter. Crossover inside. Like the defense wasn't there for David Walter. He picks up an easy basket. The lead is now up to 8. Freeman leads 38-30. Looks to be a 30-second timeout. No, a full timeout. So we'll step aside as well and be back in a moment. Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Rewarding you for doing everyday things, like buying gas, shopping, and dining local. Does your bank do that? If you're a Core Trust customer, your bank does that. When you open a premium or preferred checking account and meet requirements, you get access to Core Trust perks powered by Bazing, an exclusive network offering 300,000 plus deals and discounts on dining, shopping, travel, fuel, and more. Visit us online, in person, or by phone. Terms and conditions apply. Member FDIC.
Back from the break, Flyers lead 38-30. Here, about 6 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Raiders got the lead to 1 right away. Since then, Flyers have been on a roll. Wyatt Melhoff with the lone 5 points for the Raiders. Here in the third, the opening 3. Solo basket after that. It'll be Raider ball. After the easy basket from David Walter. Walter had 10 at the half, now up to 12. One inbounded to Melhoff. Feeds it to Barron, far side, almost stolen. Now Webben in the corner. Been so good behind the arc. I'm almost surprised that one didn't go. Backdoor cut from Barron. He'll come away with his second basket of the game. Sorensen back out. Walter looks good. Won't go. Sorensen up. Offensive rebound, and now Walter in the lane. David Walter. That will be back-to-back baskets for Walter. Looking for the old-fashioned three-point play. Got it. Raiders played good defense on that possession. They just have to come away with the rebound. That pass intended for Melhoff. Poked out by Walter. What felt like a slow first half from David Walter, surely now picking up. He has the last 5 points for his team. And a presence here on the defensive end. Barely. It's a screen from Carsons. Roll it inside. Fadeaway, Carson short. I don't even know if that hit the rim. It was close. Flyers got it back regardless. Peters. Our side, now Miller along the baseline. Shot too strong. Put back from Sorensen. Lead is up to 11. Raiders turn it over. Melhoff not able to slip through the defense, and Walker walks away with the dunk in transition. Raiders look to slow things down, get back on track. Melhoff for three, just strong off the back of the rim. Luke Miller with the rebound. Kerrigan will bring it up the court for the Flyers, as he has it in the far corner. Miller down low to Walter. Walter was left on a side as he slipped past the defense. Now a timeout taken by head coach Justin Carsons, as this game has bloated. Away from the Raiders, it will be a full timeout from Carsons. We'll step aside and take one as well. Back in a moment. Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
CHS Farmers Agronomy is a leading ag company based in Freeman and Parkston that offers a wide range of agronomy services, including crop protection, crop nutrients, and seed products. Energy solutions provided are propane, refined fuels, and lubricants, as well as animal nutrition and equipment services. CHS Farmers Alliance Agronomy offers comprehensive solutions for farmers, including cash bids, future trading, and grain contracts. Download the MyCHS app to stay up to date on important info. CHS Farmers Allegiance Agronomy in Freeman and Parkston is a proud sponsor of
Back from the break, the Flyers lead 47-32. What became a one-point game here to start the second half has quickly ballooned against the Raiders, as it's not out of hand quite yet, as they look to settle back into the game after that full timeout taken by Justin Carsons. Raiders have the ball, looking for some points. Soft press from the Flyers as they look to jump passing lanes. Gustad along the baseline, working his way in. Now seems to be trapped. Kerrigan. Poked it free out of bounds. Raiders will get another chance. 8 seconds on the shot clock. They'll have to be fast. Melhoff just couldn't get the floater to go. Sorensen with the rebound. 3-on-1. And Luke Peters will head to the line. I think the foul was Jeremiah Gustad. First free throw falls for Luke Peters. He had 6 in the opening half. Let's stay perfect from the line. He does. As I shouldn't say perfect from the line, he's 3 for 4. He split a pair earlier in the game. That 3 from Nate Larson doesn't go. Rebounded by Walter. Walter, 6'5" sophomore, was an all-state player last year in Class B, as Flyers made it to the state tournament. as they finished, I believe it was 6. Oliver Waltner will get on the board. Little bunny shot. Has 2 points in this one. Barron inside the lane will try a block from Peters. Looking for the charge call. Carter Barron will head to the line. He has 2 baskets in this one. His first trip to the line. Makes the first. Luke Peters will check out for the Flyers. He's replaced by Taylor Goodwin. Second one, no good. Last touch by Nate Selcher. Multitude of hands on that ball. Wasn't sure if Selcher was the last one to touch it or not. Luke Miller will also take a seat. Oliver Waltner back in the game. Flyers as well. Raiders not making any substitutions this time. Pretty substitute heavy back in the first. Keep just about their starting 5 on the court. Minute and a half to play here in the third quarter as that pass is batted away. Fairley walks away with it. Down to the hands of Barron. Selcher just couldn't make the grab. That one flies out of bounds. Flyers catch a break off the turnover. Kerrigan pump fake for a new place to go. Garson's bats the pass away. Barron with the save. Raiders make a great defensive stop. Garson's near corner. 3 ball. Won't go. Flyers. Oh, miscommunication. Loose ball everywhere. That 3 from Kerrigan. Can't find the bottom of the nylon. Both teams have gone a handful of possessions without a score. Shot clock and game clock less than a second apart. As we're underneath. 20 seconds to play. 3 ball, too strong for Hunter Webben. He's pretty sure 2 for 4. The contest so far. Walter hop step inside from the charity stripe. No good. Score will stay 51-33. Both teams hit a little drought to end the third quarter. We'll step aside and be back in a moment. Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
When it comes to sports teams and players, they can do more when they have the best equipment. This also applies to manufacturing and agriculture. For 75 years, Vermeer Manufacturing has been equipping the world to do more. Vermeer is growing and is looking to fill positions in production. If you're looking, Vermeer is hiring and offering a great starting wage, great benefits, and a great workplace. Start your career with Vermeer, a proud sponsor of the Freeman students. CHS Farmers Agronomy is a leading ag company based in Freeman and Parkston that offers a wide range of agronomy services including crop protection, crop nutrients, and seed products. Energy solutions provided are propane, refined fuels, and lubricants, as well as animal nutrition and equipment services. CHS Farmers Alliance Agronomy offers comprehensive solutions for farmers, including cash bids, future trading, and grain contracts. Download the MyCHS app to stay up to date on important info. CHS Farmers Allegiance Agronomy in Freeman and Parkston is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast.
Back from the break, the Flyers lead 51-33. 8 minutes to go in this one. As the winner will advance to the final round in Region 4B. Winner go home situation for both teams, as the Raiders seem to be on the short end of the stick right now. Not quite out of it yet. They need to find a way to score some points. Walter, back door, finds some open room, and he'll knock down an easy 2. Malhoff just lost track of him. Able to slip behind the defense. Barely inside, foul call. It's going to be on number 20, Luke Miller. His first foul, the team's first. Inbound to Webben on the far side. They're working around the horn. Hands of Barrett. One more, no. I was going to say one more pass to Melhoff for an open look, but the ref will disagree. Call a travel on Carter Barron. Another turnover for the Raiders. They give it right back to Freeman. Off step from Peters. Almost a travel, is able to get the ball out of his hands. Now Kerrigan for 3. Got it. Caden Kerrigan up to 11 points. He finds double digits in the scoring column. Barron jab step in, will back out. Didn't like the look of the lane. This time he does. Little scoop shot, won't fall. Sorensen walks away with the rebound. Kerrigan pump fake in the lane, poke free from Melhoff. Almost out of bounds. Big play from Kerrigan as it looked like he knocked it off the arm of Fairley. Hopefully the camera had a good look at it. My vision was blocked by the railing. Flyers keep it. Walter on the far side, guarded by Carsons. Likes to take the 3. And nothing but net for David Walter, his second 3 of the game. They're trying to thread it to Melhoff. Stolen by Sorensen. Kerrigan back outside, back-to-back 3s. Back-to-back-to-back 3s for the Flyers as Kerrigan has 2 of the 3. Another stolen pass, and Luke Miller, a little bit of patience, thought he could draw the foul. Comes away with the 2 points. Anyway, now Carson's inside, spin move, foul called. Carson's kind of wishing the foul wasn't called. Raiders are able to score. Instead, they'll look to inbound. Nate Larson will check on alongside Jeremiah Gustad. There's the 2 sophomores. Break up the senior 5. The final 4 minutes of this one. Onto a running clock now. Clock will stop at 4:16. There's a little confusion. Looks to be a substitution problem, maybe. Assistant coach for the Flyers. Seems to be double checking things. Now it looks to be 3 shots for Carsons. I don't really know what the commotion was, but it will result 2 free throws for Preston Carsons. He splits the pair. It will be Raider ball. Missed substitution is what I believe it is, or a legal substitution. As we look to get one more from the Flyers, and number 12, Lane McCoon. Gets his first minutes of action here. 6'3" sophomore will replace Luke Peters. Barron in the lane. Shot no good as it's called on the floor. Foul will be on number 14. I believe that's supposed to be number 15, Taylor Goodwin, as he picks up his first. Raiders get it back, can't convert on the shot. As we look to tack on 2 more. Hunter Nan Kibble inside along baseline, won't go. Nate Larson makes the contest. Gustad near corner, got it. Jeremiah Gustad. Get the first bench points for the Raiders. And a 3. Now a jumper along baseline won't go for Oliver Waltner. Looks like all 5 starters for the Flyers checked out of this game. Whole new 4. Soon to be on the court. As I say that, Preston Carsons knocks down a 3. Raiders finding a little rhythm here in the final 3 minutes. Got the lead of 14. 2 minutes to play. Raiders get another stop as Tannen Ock. A little short on that floater. And Barron inside. Knocks down one more. McCoon slips past the defense. He'll pick up his first basket. Now, some major substitutions for each team. Carter Barron, Melhoff, and Carsons likely done for the game. Slawshirt, Nate Larson, Will Fairley, Jeremiah Gustad, and Hunter Weddett. A 5 on the court for the Raiders. Rody Sorensen, Hunter Nan Kibble, Gray Mask, and David Malonga. For the Flyers. Raiders can't convert. They do get a steal, and it will be a charge on Will Fairley. Fairley picks up his first. Big play from Hunter Nan Kibble to stop the basket in transition, and now a 4-man substitution. for the Raiders as they check out the rest of their starters. New to the game will be number 21, Philip Dibley, Caden Los, Elliot Jorgensen, and Isaac Kruger. 4 new faces for the Raiders. 20 seconds to play. Likely the last possession of the game. The shot clock is off. McCoon look to dribble this one out. And that will be the final. Flyers win 66-42 over the Raiders as the Flyers will extend their postseason by one more game as they send the Raiders home. We're going to step aside for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll wrap up the game with stats and more in a moment. Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Hey, high school seniors, how would you like a full ride scholarship to one of the 4 technical schools in South Dakota? With Yankton Thrive's Build Your Career program, we partner high school seniors with local companies. Seniors choose a school and the course of study that matches your company. The partner company pays half a scholarship, and the other half is paid by the Build Dakota Scholarship Program. This program is open to seniors in South Dakota, Nebraska, Iowa, and Minnesota. For more on Yankton Thrive's Build Your Career, go to yanktonsd.com.
Rural Manufacturing Company of Freeman, South Dakota has a large inventory of steel for buildings and fabrication needs. They stock square and rectangular tube, pipe, angles, channels, and rounds. Rural Manufacturing also stocks shapes in stainless steel. Their sheet metal stock consists of hot-rolled steel, stainless steel, and galvanized steel. Concrete rebar is also in stock in sizes 3/8 to 3/4 in 20-foot lengths. Call Rural Manufacturing in Freeman for pricing or info on fabrication services available. Want your party to be a hoot? Then have it at Hoots Bar in Freeman, where they are always looking for a great group to party with. The staff at Hoots says stop in and try the selection of beers on tap or use the easy drive-up window for off sale. But the Hoots team would rather see you join them inside. Hoots Bar in Freeman offers darts, lottery, and golf. You can also relax with your cocktail in the outdoor beer garden. Hungry? Order up a delicious Hoots Bar Pizza. Fun, friendly, helpful staff is waiting for you at Hoots Bar in Freeman. See you at Hoots.
Freeman Lumber is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast and wants you to know that they are very proud of their staff who will assist you with friendly and courteous service. Stop by Freeman Lumber at 104 Main in Freeman and let them help you with your building needs, whether it is fencing, windows, siding, roofs, and remodels, or new builds, or just your everyday lumber needs. Stop in and deal with someone you know and can trust. That's the folks at Freeman Lumber Co. in Freeman, South Dakota.
When it comes to sports teams and players, they can do more when they have the best equipment. This also applies to manufacturing and agriculture. For 75 years, Vermeer Manufacturing has been equipping the world to do more. Vermeer is growing and is looking to fill positions in production. If you're looking, Vermeer is hiring and offering a great starting wage, great benefits, and a great workplace. Start your career with Vermeer, a proud sponsor of the Freeman students. The Freeman Shopping Center and Ace Hardware are your one-stop shop in Freeman, South Dakota, where you can literally shop for soup to nuts and everything in between. Freeman Shopping Center is your full-service grocery store with an Ace Hardware as well as the Heritage Pharmacy for all your prescriptions, over-the-counter health needs, and routine immunizations. Need it delivered? Delivery service is available. Freeman Shopping Center and Ace Hardware, along with Heritage Pharmacy, are proud sponsors of this sports broadcast. Best of luck to all area teams.
Back to wrap things up, the Flyers win 66-42 over the Raiders in a win-or-go-home game. The Flyers of Freeman will look to advance to the next round with the winner advancing on to the Sodak 16. Looking at the box score stats, we'll start with the Raiders. Leading the team in points is Preston Carsons with 8, Carter Barron with 7, Wyatt Melhoff with 7, Will Fairley with 7, Hunter Webben, 2 threes to make 6, and Jeremiah Gustad with a 3 late in the game. to end with 3. Now the box score for the Flyers, David Walter finishes the night with 24 points. Alongside him, Taden Kerrigan with 14. Tate Sorensen with 10. Luke Peters with 8. Luke Miller with 6. And lastly, Oliver Waltner with 2. And Lane McCoon, lone basket at the end of the 4th, get on the stat sheet as well. Close game back in the first half. The Raiders trailed by 4, 29-25. To start the second, they were able to nail a three-pointer to open up play in the third quarter to cut things to 1. That's when the Flyers found their rhythm at the hoop. They were able to make all the shots they needed to blow this thing out of the water. Both teams kind of started out cold. The Raiders made a few shots to begin, but kind of hit a drought. The Flyers were in a drought for most of that game. Not a lot of shots were able to fall. Eventually found their rhythm here in the second half as they walked away with 37 points in the second half to pull off a 24-point win over the Raiders. Freeman will look to play Parkston on Thursday, number 3 seed and the number 2 seed here in Region 4B. That game will be in Parkston as the Trojans are the higher seed. Other games in the region, number 1, Viber Curley got the win against the 9-seeded Avon Pirates, 59-39. Viber Curley will also advance to the final game in the region, looking to make the Sodak 16 as well, as the Cougars coming off a state appearance last year as well, where they finished 3rd. Final game here in Region 4B, Centerville and Irene Wakanda, the 4 and 5 seeded matchup. Under a minute left to play as the Tornadoes have the lead 68-51. Tornadoes likely to win that one with only a minute to play. Viber Curley will take on Centerville, and Freeman will take on Parkson, with the winners going to the Sodak 16. End the season for the Raiders as they finish 9-12. A hot start to the year eventually crumbled as they lost a little bit of rhythm and the close games that they found themselves in. Enjoyable season, enjoyable game here tonight as Landon on the camera and computer. I'm Gage Ravellette. Thank you all for joining me here tonight in the gym of the Freeman Flyers. Once again, have a good rest of the night. See you all next time. The Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.